Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to my channel on alcohol addiction, anxiety, and depression. Talking of anxiety, get run over by a lorry. Right. Today's video is about perseverance, moving on quickly in good faith. And the green stuff, of course, is back in town. And no moping around and dwelling. Nope, we're back in Marine Gardens, training for the 5k again this Saturday. It's Tuesday today. And this is the video on, as I said, recovery and restoration. Once again, I can only go on my personal experience. So what I say, I try and be as open and honest as I can, and actually publicly show some of my life, whether it's a little bit of, as per the day before yesterday, a bit of a horror story. I'll just talk about that a little bit. It was 3 days ago, I was really quite at peace, very happy again. Perhaps very happy is exaggerating. I was just feeling less, not so the depression had gone, lifted. I felt my emotions had calmed down, more consistent, felt more at peace, a lot more hope, smiling and laughing with a great friend, enjoying being over here training and looking forward to what did turn out as a lovely weekend, minus Sunday, which I'll just briefly go over. I can't even remember now if I put it on my video, but I'll just briefly explain for anyone who's watching this video. I do show some of the things that happen when I'm under the influence, very intoxicated with alcohol. And I've been taking some medication, although it's been prescribed by the doctor. I do think it tinkers with made up word there, just thought it sounded good. Tinkered, so I thought it sounded apt. Tinkered with me mind quite a lot, the old tinker, and I started cutting myself up. I could show you, but I don't think it's worthwhile. It's pretty grim, and in the park as well. So just cutting myself, my legs and stuff. As I say, I can't remember if I put that on, but I did start smashing up my flat, hit my doors with a hammer, and broke my mirror, and started using the glass to do that. So what was going very well turned ugly. That's the nature of the beast. Well, I don't like the term in a nutshell. However, I can't think of any other term at the moment. It's Mr. Pothole. That's another thing, really. Yes, there's a little pothole there. I could use that as a metaphor, I guess, for Sunday. Yeah, so it was lurking, the beast, the pothole, the snare, the devil, and the deep blue sea, with all the sharks roaming around my soul at the bottom. And it come out in a rather visual mode, and a lot of things going on there, which I don't know if I'm going to talk much more about that. I think I'll cut that off now. However, today is a new day, the new mercies of God. I've got a lot of apologies to make and a lot of gratitude to recognise two people and to thank them for their love, support, continual perseverance with me as a person who struggles with the aforementioned ailments, as you could say they are. Some call it a disease, some call it just struggle, and alcohol is just kind of, you could say, one could say a byproduct of underlying conditions that have been going on, this and that, and people have all sorts of theories, but the reality is what happens in my life, and very simply the choices that I make. And today's choice is the green stuff, the green and green. So yes, today's second day sober, and very grateful for the love and help and support from people who have been extremely lovely to me. And again, yeah, if they're watching this channel, thank you. I do. I'm gonna go backwards again now, repeating what I said. So stay on track, old weasel. Yes, try and be a little bit more efficient with my energy, and also not verbally waffle so much with my if Mr. Lieutenant's watching my diatribes. Right, so I'm here, and I'm trying to move on. I am moving on actually, and it's important as well with what language we use, because the language we use drives us and motivates us. It's important to be honest. There's no point trying to lie or cheat, because if I say, oh, I'm moving on, and I'm not moving on, then just living in that little chaos again, that limbo land of whether I'm moving on. So I am. So I'm going to speak it. I'm here now to train. Praise be the Lord, God of the universe. Thank you for his forgiveness as well. I prayed for, confess my sins to him who's just and right and faithful to cleanse me of all unrighteousness, and anyone who calls upon the name of the Lord will be saved. And I go around here normally a little bit quicker. I shall just do like a little video of me training. I think I've lost a little bit of weight. I haven't weighed myself. I felt like I was doing quite well. A little bit of a self-appraisal there, but I think it's important to recognise as well, through anxiety or any of these, just people, an individual, just a soul driving on in this journey of life, that it's important that we have motivation for things, and we do things with our hearts in it. And my heart's always been in exercise, and I think that's the driving force. It's very important for me to be persistent with that, and it's been extremely difficult, and I've had a lot of things that have come to me, illnesses and weight problems, so a lot of it has been physical struggle, not just the mental struggle that we face, everyone faces in the world, with the kind of standard challenges of life in every part of the country, due to all the economic or political and cultural things going on. The little tribes and that, pygmies far away, are all struggling in a little jungle, one way or another, mentally, with things. And so yeah, just go back to basics with exercise. I'm struggling here in my little tribe in the Weasel land, the rodent land. But this, I just wanted to say, before I just stop me waffling, maybe I'll use a different word, with support in mind. This is a very brilliant substance. I highly recommend it, and this is not a ad that's just intervened and annoyingly come in. This is a genuine recommendation from Dino. This is super stuff. It is called Spirulina, and it's excellent. You can get it at Tesco's. I would advise just going to the stores, because you can normally get them cheaper there than online. But maybe just go online, because I haven't been online for a while. Yeah, just about the product I want to promote. Absolutely amazing. It's very high, extremely high in antioxidants. It's been around the old, underneath in the water and that, in its own little tribal environment, and for years, for thousands and thousands of years. And wow, you can just put it in a bottle. Absolutely amazing. And what it does, it refreshes me, gives me antioxidants, it does something for my anxiety as well. It's just seems like some, like, you know, people mention superfood or something like that. I would say, yeah, it's top of the weasel's food chain. Yeah, it's wonderful stuff. Yeah, so I highly recommend it, Spirulina. There's so many good properties in it. It's very high in protein, and all the other minerals that it contains. These and more than the Buxton water, even. So yeah, so give that a mix. You can put it in anything you want. You can put it in your soups, sprinkle it in your cakes. You know, that's the beauty of it, as my granddad used to say when he used to do oil painting. That's the beauty of it, boys. With oil painting, you can, if you make a mistake, you can just wipe it off and start again on the canvas, which is kind of what I'm trying to do here now. Although I know there's repercussions, Grandad. It's a beautiful thing. But with the old oil painting, yeah, it was a beautiful thing, and this is as well. So I'm going to gush this down, and then I'm going to start my training. Praise be the Lord. See if I can put this on, and then it's just like a quick, just to inspire the people that really want to show like the before and after. That about a month ago, well 2 months, no, about 6 months ago, I couldn't even really walk to the shop without feeling so anxious. I was pouring with sweat, withdrawals, lack of motivation, depression, suicidal ideation, and many more facets of the accumulating horror story. So yeah, we don't want any more of that horror story business, Dino. Come on, get the old good Weasel out. Now he's on his territory, and watch out Weasel's about. Let's have a little look. Getting a little bit fitter. I was very happy with my 10k on a positive note, so I just want to inspire people. Look, we can do it, eh? We can do it together. We can go on groups. Fellowship's important, you know. Let's all encourage each other, like the good Lord said. It's about building each other up. So here we go.